We just booked the flight tickets to go back in Europe.
Spend the night.
What?
So this is it! Wow, we were waiting for that moment. The first border crossing of the whole journey. And I've been a long and difficult road. But here we are in the USA. Finally. Whew. Just a little bit later than expected. I almost quit the journey. Actually, I even bought some flight tickets to go back in Europe, but just cancel them. And hopefully in a few days from now, I'll be able to cross the first border of the whole journey. Just let me explain. My name is Léa, and a few months ago I started a long motorcycle journey from the north of Canada to the south of Argentina with Quentin. So we arrived in Canada about 2 years ago. As a French citizen, I had 2 years of work visa. But Quentin is from Belgium and only had 1 year. After the first year, he did the paperwork to be able to have a work visa with the company for whom he was working. He worked out, he could stay, he could keep working, but in the meantime, he passed his motorcycle driver's license, which by the way I just got 3 days before the start of the journey. But things got a little bit complicated when we realized that he was still on a bridge visa, because it takes some time to process a full work visa. So it was enough to stay and work, but it wasn't enough to have a permanent driver's license. So he got a temporary driver's license, which is enough for Canada and States, but which is not enough for the whole trip. That would mean we couldn't take any insurances in other countries, or you just don't want to travel 4,000 kilometers on motorcycle far from home without a valid driver's license. And we just saw summer ending and start to think, fuck, it's cold. It's cold, it doesn't show right now but that's the first sunny day after a full week of rain. And it starts to be not fun to camp and ride motorcycle in Canada. So we thought, okay, too late. We bought the tickets to go back in Europe. The plan was for him to pass the motorcycle license in Belgium, to have a permanent one, and to resume the trip next spring. It wasn't a nice decision to take, because we have nowhere to go in Europe anymore. It would have been expensive, it would have been a lot of uncertainty. But anyway, we bought the flight tickets, and obviously 2 days after buying them, the visa arrived. So change of plan again, but we still couldn't cross the border because we need to have the visa in paper, and we need to bring it in person to the institute that takes care of the driver's license. So it was about 2 or 3 weeks more to wait, because the visa would be sent to the city where we used to live. So we had to find someone to send it where we are right now, and someone to receive it, because we obviously don't have any address. But that's all sorted, and right now the visa is traveling from Kelowna, where we used to live, to Vancouver Island, where we are right now. And as soon we have it, we can bring it in person to ICBC, the institute that takes care of the driver's license, and cross the border. Okay, I'm very excited about that, because first, I didn't think that could happen, I just lost hope. I was really depressed about going back in Europe, and I just want to keep traveling, honestly. I've seen everything I wanted to see in Canada. I just want to keep going. I want to go south. I want to feel warmer. I'm just ready to keep traveling. So it was a good thing that we were flexible enough to wait, because at the end we had to wait a bit more than a month. But we have no time constraints except for the seasons, and yeah, so we could wait, and that works out. Hopefully, I think I still don't believe in it. I need to see the paper. I need to cross the border to actually realize that we just continue traveling. But hopefully, in the rest of the video, that's what I'm doing. So let's cross that border. Yeah, we just arrived in the cafe where my friends work, and hopefully she has a letter for us. Let's check. Good evening. Are you Julia? Yeah, you might have a letter for me from Lexi? From Lexi? Yeah. Thank you very much. No problem.
Yes. Spend the night.
What? You stupid. Don't do that. Good.
Yes,
Where
good.
the date?
Here, 11 September.
27. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's.
Okay, now I need to go get my driver's license.
Yep. Good morning. Last morning in Canada. I think I still don't believe in it, honestly. We have all the paperwork, we have the ferry book, we have a host to welcome us in the States. But yeah, I'm very excited to cross this border. I'm a bit stressed, like always, too, when I cross borders, but I'm very excited to just continue the journey. Yeah. The 2 years, almost 2 years. Last morning in Canada. That's weird. And that's a beautiful one. It's so sunny. So we have the terminal to take the ferry to Seattle.
To America!
From Vancouver Island. And we just have 4 hours of advance. I think we're a little bit excited to go. So yeah.
Excited to be done with paperwork of it.
That's a little snack on the car parking lot. My favorite. Right in the hummus. Later in the season than what we expected, so we're gonna probably camp a bit less than we used to, and we're gonna try to be hosted more often.
There's a website for that called Bunker Biker, and that's a website where people offer to host for free people traveling with motorbikes. And that's where we're going tonight. We're going at someone's, Rebecca's, who offered to host us for a few days. So that's really cool. I'm excited to discover the country.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm stuck in my helmet.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
You guys speak English pretty well?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, good.
not a problem.
You've had some guests that were struggling, so welcome.
So after 2 hours of quite a chilly ride, but beautiful one, we arrived at Rebecca's and Michael's place, our 2 hosts from Bunker Biker, and honestly, they are amazing. They're super cool people, super interesting, and they have a little studio in the yard dedicated to Bunker Biker guests. So that's really awesome, seriously. They had a dinner ready for us, even made vegan because of me, so that was super nice, very appreciated. And yeah, we're gonna stay here for a couple of nights just to sort out all the things you need to sort out when you arrive in a country. Find a SIM card, we need to organize some service for the bikes because they really need it, and do a little bit of planning. So yeah, very grateful to be here, and I feel that's a good sign for the rest of the country. It's a good introduction. I'm really looking forward to discover that country. we just arrived in Seattle. That's the beginning of our 3 months to cross the states towards Mexico. If you have any recommendations or things to see on the road, please let me know. Otherwise, just thank you for watching the video and see you next week. Cheers!